Hey, truth seekers, welcome back. Zach here. It's April 12th, 2017. In the news, the passing of Charlie Murphy at age 57, the comedian, the older brother of Eddie Murphy. He is dying in April at age 57, a year after Prince passed away in April at age 57. And think about what Charlie Murphy's most remembered for. His skit about Prince and basketball. And today, April 12th, is the last day of the NBA regular season. If you missed my work on Prince's death from a year ago, that work began February of 2016. You can go back and watch my video on the death of Vanity. In that video, I say why we're going to be reading about Prince dying next. Vanity was a ritual sacrifice before the 58th Grammys. Just like Alwyn Jarreau was a sacrifice before the 59th Grammys this year. Anyhow, Vanity last year, former girlfriend of Prince, I showed how the numbers coded on the death of Vanity. There's something going on in this world called murder by numbers. It was actually sung about in a song in 1983. The same year Prince recorded Purple Rain. That year the band The Police put out Synchronicity with the song Murder by Numbers, talking about how easy it is to kill people by the numbers. Anyhow, last year February, I showed Vanity's death and how her death foreshadowed Prince's death. And lo and behold, Prince died on April 21st, 4/21. 33 years earlier in 1983, Prince recorded Purple Rain, came out in 1984, recorded in 83. He recorded the song I Would Die For You with the number 4 and the letter U for the title. He spelled the word for with a number and the word U with just one letter. For you. Use the 21st letter. 4/21. I Would Die 4/21. He died 4/21, 33 years later, in 2016. And if you've never seen the work I've done on Prince, I've put out a number of videos exposing all of the riddles with his death. The day he died last year, the first video I put out after his death was announced, I showed people my video from February with the prediction with Vanity, showed the parallels, and then I showed how Prince's death was connected to upcoming sports events, including the very recent or upcoming NBA Finals last year. And remember, they released Prince's cause of death as fentanyl the day of Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Go back and watch my work. I got a playlist on the death of Prince and even more videos. I must have at least 30 videos now on the death of Prince. Today's news follows this riddle. So what I'm going to show you is why Charlie Murphy has died today on the last day of the NBA regular season. Today is also the 156-year anniversary of the start of the Civil War. 156 is a number that has a relationship with 33 in mathematics. Today is also 33 weeks from Dave Chappelle turning 43 years old. 33 weeks to the day Charlie Murphy dead. We're going to talk about what Dave Chappelle being 43 and today being the anniversary of the Civil War have to do with Charlie Murphy dying. Remember last year, LeBron James won the NBA Finals on Juneteenth, the date the slaves were freed at the end of the Civil War. All of these things are part of one big ongoing ritual/riddle. And this riddle is sick. It's rigged sports, wasting people's time. It's murdering people. The whole thing. Sick. So let's get into it. Again, Prince dead 4/21/2016. Today's 4/12. Just a reshuffling of numbers. A year later. Prince dead at 57. Charlie Murphy dead at 57. We'll talk about why that number's special. But real quick, I want to start here with Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle came back last year, and when he was coming back, one of the first things he did was he hosted the BET Awards. He hosted those BET Awards that had a huge Prince or tribute to Prince on June 25th, which was the anniversary of Purple Rain. Purple Rain came out June 25th, 1984. This was the 32-year anniversary. The BET Awards that day. Big tribute to Prince. But check this out. 67 days from the date of Prince's passing to the date of the awards, 67 days. Just like from the date Vanity died to the date Prince died, 67 days. That's a number that has to do with blood sacrifice. If you watch my video from February predicting the death of Prince, I showed how this number was coded on him because his birthday was June 7th, 6-7. But anyhow, a lot of interesting things in the BET Awards. But Dave Chappelle, they brought back Dave Chappelle for these last year at age 42. They brought back Dave Chappelle at age 42. Chappelle in Gematria equals 42, number stamped all over black people throughout history. You know, today's April 12th, the start of the Civil War. I'm going to show you what the Civil War has to do with slavery in 42, but just look, Chappelle 42, LeBron James won it on Juneteenth, the real King James' birthday, LeBron James 42, Nigger 42, February, Black History Month 42, Brothers 42, Slavery 42, Martin 42, Malcolm X 42, Huxtable 42. You know what that is? That's the name from Bill Cosby, who was charged on December 30th, LeBron James' birthday, as part of a race war in the media. December 30th, 12 plus 30, the only date of the year where you can add it together and it sums to 42. Happens to be Tiger Woods' birthday, LeBron James' birthday, Tyrese's birthday. Number of black celebrities born on December 30th, and not by coincidence. It's because celebrities are being farmed. We have farmed human beings in the world of celebrity. You know, not much different than cattle on farms. And the people who are doing the farming, they treat these people like animals, ritually sacrificing them when the time is fit, like Charlie Murphy today. So anyhow, it's April 12th. It's the 102nd day of the year. Slavery 102. Nigger also 102. The Civil War began today. Charlie Murphy dead today. Charlie, the Civil War began in Charleston. With regards to this being the last day of the NBA regular season in 57, NBA Finals 57, the NBA Finals also has Gematria 57. Last year the Cavs won 57 games in the regular season before winning the NBA Finals. Last year also Villanova, their 57th tournament win all time for the championship. 57, a number that has a lot to do with sports championships, well beyond basketball. Today's date, the date of Charlie Murphy's passing, April 12th, 2017. Date with 33 numerology, 33. NBA Finals in Gematria also sums to 33. They said he lost his leukemia battle. Leukemia battle happens to sum to 137, the 33rd prime. The word champion also has Gematria of 137. Today, as I said, it's 33 weeks from Dave Chappelle turning 43. 33 weeks. Hold on. A few more things. With regards to Charlie Murphy being connected to Dave Chappelle's from Ohio. The Cavs are in Ohio, you know. Look at this. With these 33 connections, Cleveland 33, LeBron 33, James 33. Look at the name Chappelle. Chappelle, 165. NBA Finals, 165. Cleveland, 165. Chappelle's Show, 216, like the Cleveland area code. Game 6 of last year's NBA Finals went to 216 points total because it's all scripted. It's all theatrics. They're using technology in sports to ensure scores. You know, those clutch buckets that you remember? Technology, a lot of them. Yeah, people can make clutch buckets. You're looking at one. I was always a shooter. You know, I played a lot of basketball growing up. People always wanted me to take the last shot. I was never scared. There's good shooters out here. But in pro sports, you're not watching it. I mean, you are watching good athletes, but you're also watching them play in a rigged, predetermined competition. Basketball's fixed to the point. I've proven it beyond a shadow of doubt in the last 3 years, documenting all that I have. But anyway, 216, the Cleveland area code, Chappelle, Ohio. rituals with the NBA Finals. You know, the Cavs are always right there. It's LeBron James's league. So Dave Chappelle, he's 43 right now. He's 43. And today's the anniversary of the Civil War. I'm going to show you what 43 has to do with the Civil War. Just real quick, though, it's also the 156-year anniversary of the start of the Civil War. Today, April 12th, 1861 in Charleston. If you write out 33, it sums to 156. You know, all this 33 lining up with today. Today's date, you know, 33 weeks from Dave Chappelle's birthday, connecting to the anniversary of the Civil War. Dave Chappelle's 43 right now. Civil War 43. Charleston 43. Charlie 43. We got Charlie Murphy dead on the anniversary, you know, of the Civil War, which began in Charleston. And, you know, not to shortchange you with the 33s, there's another important 33 you should know about regarding Charlie Murphy's initials. In Jewish gematria, C is 3, but M is 30. So his initials in Jewish gematria, CM, are 33. Don't overlook that 38 either. I'm glad I typed it in just for that. But anyway, whole lot of 33, whole lot of 43, whole lot of numbers lining up into one very clear picture. Again, it's April 12th. It's the anniversary of the Civil War. Slavery 102. You know what? 102. From today until the start of the NBA Finals, which are on June 1st this year, just so you know, finals alone equals 61. Last year, the Cavs and Warriors met in Game 7, each having scored 610 points. Game 7 was on a date with 61 numerology. It was all too perfect last year. This year they begin on June 1st, the finals. But anyhow, that's in 51 days. And what's interesting is last year I pointed out before the season began, it had been 51 years since the city of Cleveland won a pro sports championship. By the end of the season, it would be 52 years. But Cleveland 51, like LeBron James, like conspiracy. Part of the reason I said the Cavs were going to win it last year. Right now, they're stuck at 51. They have a chance to earn their 52nd win tonight. I'm pretty sure they will. We'll talk about why. I'll show you who they're playing, the Toronto Raptors. But with regards to conspiracy equaling 51, conspiracy also sums to 57, like Scottish Rite. It is the Scottish Rite of Freemasonry running the show in this nation. Scottish Rite of Freemasonry. Notice Scottish Rite's 165. I should have mentioned that up here with Chappelle and NBA Finals in Cleveland. You know, all of these numbers tie together. It all comes back to Freemasonry every single time because that's who's built this code. But anyhow, it's 51 days until the start of the finals. Cleveland needs a big win tonight. You know, they've been having these big scripted losses, 26-point loss, being up 26 points in the fourth quarter. You know, we haven't seen a collapse like that since Game 7, the Blazers against the Lakers in the very rigged finals for Kobe. His whole career scripted. All you Kobe worshipers, he's not better than, you know, a lot of other talents out there. The whole league was scripted for him, just like how the NFL is all scripted for Tom Brady. Mediocre. Anyway, with regards to the Cavs having a chance to get number 52 tonight, Charleston also has gematria 52. So does Eddie Murphy, who will turn 57 about a year from now. He just had his 56th birthday earlier this month, April 3rd, the 93rd day of the year. Charleston also has gematria of 115, special number, Masonic 115, killing 115. They say Biggie Smalls died at 1:15 in the morning. Died 115 days before Puff Daddy's album came out, No Way Out, NWO, New World Order. Jay-Z rapping about the New World Order on that album. Biggie Smalls also died 74 days before his birthday. Number that has to do with killing and masonry. You ever seen Jay-Z in his bow tie? They say Notorious B.I.G.'s killer was wearing a bow tie. Pretty sure if he really got killed, his killer was Jay-Z. And that's why nobody ever found out, because it's all masonry and it's all murder by numbers. Listen to the song from 1983. You know, you just kill some people to boost your status. That's how it works. You It's got to be in the right club. His full name also, Charles, who died today, Charlie Murphy, Charles Quentin Murphy, also sums to 106. If you watch my work on the NBA Finals last year, that was the number. The playoffs began on the 106th day of the year. Notice Charlie's from Brooklyn, New York, the Masonic headquarters. Brooklyn, New York, 223. You know, the big three for the Cavs, they wear number 2, 23, 0. Last year, Flip Saunders died before the start of the season, born February 23rd, 223. 223, super important number. The reflection of that, 322, the NBA Finals. You know, but this all goes back to Masonry. Freemasonry, based in the Old Testament Jewish history, Masonic 223. From Brooklyn, New York. Show you something about Jay-Z, born Sean Corey Carter in Brooklyn, New York. You see the 79? You see the 79, Brooklyn, New York. 74 days from Biggie's birthday. Rockefeller Records, 74 and 97. You know, Biggie dead 74 days from his birthday in 97. Masonic, Jay-Z the Freemason, using numbers as rituals. These people are notorious. You see? You see? Remember this song? Hit 'em up? I just have to give the extra information so people understand this has been going on. I can apply this to a million other things too. Just right now you got Jay-Z in the headlines. Just so these things, you know, Jay-Z just signed Lil Wayne yesterday on the 101st day of the year. April 11th, right after the death of David Rockefeller at 101. See the videos I put out. But anyway, Brooklyn, New York. He's from Synagogue of Satanland. Did I remember to write that one in? Synagogue of Satan. Oh yeah, I gotta put a "the" in front of it though. The Synagogue of Satan. 79. Just like Brooklyn, New York. Just like Sean Corey Carter. You see this 223? The Bible. Huge number in the Bible, 223. There's a letter written to Philadelphia about the Synagogue of Satan. 223. First line in the Bible. First verse, if you decode it, 223. It's because it's all Masonry. This gang's been doing this, operating by the numbers since forever. Charlie Murphy's upcoming birthday was 91 days. If you sum 1 through 13, it totals 91. LeBron won last year the NBA Finals in his 13th season. Very important number to Freemasonry, number of rebellion. The name Charlie also has gematria of 38, like death, like Prince, like Chanhassen, like Minnesota, like fentanyl. What they said killed him. Fentanyl also has that gematria of 119. So does Civil War. Like All-Seeing Eye, like Star of David, like Master Plan. Prince dead from fentanyl. Charlie Murphy dead on the start of the Civil War anniversary. You know, Prince died at 57 on the Queen's birthday. The Queen was 90, 33 years older than her. Remember, they lit up Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls, they lit up the day Prince died. They said they did it for the Queen. Niagara Falls, 223. Vanities from Niagara Falls. You know? Check out the word death in Jewish gematria, 118. This was coded into Vanity's cause of death. Prince's full name in gematria is 118. He died in an elevator, 118. There's just so many riddles that they code into these stories with the numbers. You know, you got to appreciate the language to grasp it. So here's Eddie Murphy. He'll be turning 57. Just lost his brother. This is the price you pay to work for the Synagogue of Satan. And the Synagogue of Satan is who makes people famous. You know, you're famous in this world. It's because you work for the Synagogue of Satan. Why? The Synagogue of Satan is the false Jews who control what gets out. They control the media completely. They have complete control over the media. The people of the world get to know what the Zionist Jews want them to know. They get to know about what entertainers, what news. There's a control mechanism for who controls the information in this world that's been in place for more than a century, since before the TV. You know, so many people ask, they go, how come the word doesn't get out? Because your world and the information in it is controlled. And to say information's not, you know, that's just what I hate. People come to my channel where I'm putting out information that's all based in research that anyone can verify, and people go, you know, how come the word's not getting out? Well, the word is getting out. People like me are putting the word out. But see, because I'm not on the TV, people don't think it's real. It has to come through the Zionist Jews for them to believe it. The Zionist Jews have to tell them it's real. It's cool. It's hip. You know, listen to Jay-Z. Listen to Lil Wayne. You know, you just got to get that approval from the Zionist Jews, you know, to feel like you're doing something. So anyway, I'll link all these blog posts. A couple more things I wanted to show you here. We were talking about 106. Charlie Murphy's full name equals 106. Remember, Game 7 last year was on the real King James's birthday. King James was born on a date with 106 numerology. Last year, Game 7 was on the 106th Father's Day all-time. It was the Warriors' 106th game of the season in the 106-foot-tall Oracle Arena. Steph Curry and LeBron James, both born in Akron, Ohio, in the same hospital. LeBron scored 27 in Game 7. 27 days later, Nate Thurmond, who had the number 42, retired with the Warriors and Cavs, dropped dead. Nate Thurmond is the father of LeBron James. I don't care what anyone else says. It's obvious as it could ever be. Same build, you know, tall, athletic, muscular, same receding hairline. Very clear Nate Thurmond's the father of LeBron. He was sacrificed at age 74, 27 days after the NBA Finals. And they also sacrificed Muhammad Ali at 74 after Game 1. In 2014, I put out a video on why Muhammad Ali would die at 74. You know, same story all throughout history. Muhammad 74, Masonic 74, Jewish 74, killing 74, you know, Jesus 74, cross 74, Messiah 74, gospel 74, parable 74, occult 74, you see? Muhammad Ali died on June 3rd. The Prophet Muhammad died at age 63. When you count 1 through 63 together, it sums to 2016, like the year Muhammad Ali died in. Remember this? LeBron James down on the ground with the Warriors stuck at 89 points with 10.6 on the clock. Everyone was blowing up my video last year about how much money they won, and they couldn't believe the clock was frozen at 10.6 because I told everybody to bet when the Cavs were down 3-1. I said, I guarantee you they're coming back to win on the King James' birthday. LeBron made one more point, winning Game 7 with 93 in Oracle Arena. The Warriors lost with 89 on King James' birthday. King James 89. Add up the points on the game board right here, 181, the 42nd prime. We just saw, what did we just see? We just saw Westbrook set the record with 42 triple-doubles. Oscar Robertson, and by the way, that was Russell Westbrook's 79th career triple-double. Oscar Robertson's currently 79 years old, and Oscar Robertson has the record with 181 triple-doubles, the 42nd prime number stamped on black people. Bill Russell equals 42. LeBron became the first player to go to 6 straight NBA Finals since 66 when Bill Russell did it. Oracle Arena equals 93 like Saturn, the keeper of time. Eddie Murphy's born on the 93rd day of the year. But here it is, 93-89, final score. All right, Truth Seeker, we'll wrap it up here. I'll link all these posts. Raptors, Warriors tonight, 82nd game of the season. Until next time.